afternoon, good evening, whenever you're joining us, and welcome to the very first episode of the Aswani Show. This is the place where we talk about everything that makes life at Hillel Academy what it is. The people, the stories, and of course, the memories. But before we get into the interviews, before we even bring out the guests, before the fun really starts, I know you're asking, who is Aswani Harris? Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Aswani Harris, grade 13 student. Yes, I'm still surviving IB somehow while doing this. And I currently serve as assistant treasurer of Key Club, president of High Flyers, prefect, and a proud member of both the drama club and dance club, which basically means you've probably seen me more than your own mom. I've been in every assembly since the school year started. At this point, you can call me the unofficial representative for the Performing Arts Department. Well, technically that's Natalia, but you get the point. Between the meetings, rehearsals, performances, and trying to stay on top of all these assignments, I'm talking to you, miss, I spend a lot of time around campus. And the more time I spend here, the more I realize this school is full of people with stories worth hearing. So that's what the Aswani Show is about. A space where we get to meet the leaders, the athletes, the creatives, the academics, the people who bring the energy, the ideas, and the heart to Hillel Academy. A space to hear their experiences, their challenges, their laughter, and their real voices. And if we're going to start this show, we're going to have to start strong. Here's someone who seems to know every person on the school compound, someone who talks to every grade, someone who probably has more meetings than I do, which is saying a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our head boy, Hillel McHale.
Thank you for having me.
So, Hillel, how does it feel to be the very first guest on the Aswani Show? You don't have to tell me, I know it's an honor. It's an honor.
I'm glad to be here, of course. It's an honor. I mean, look at the production. It looks great. I can't wait to see
Round of
myself
applause for the production team. All right, before we get to the whole head boy thing, because I know that's what you think the first thing is going to be, I want to know, the people want to know, what's life on campus like for you? What's your mental? How are you feeling?
All right, so my mental, I'm just constantly trying to, strike a balance between social life, school life, my responsibilities. It gets difficult at times, but, we push on, we push through. And the vibes are great at school, The campus is amazing, and I love every student here. Okay,
something a little less deep. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Why red?
Red is just a strong, powerful color, it shows resilience. I love it. I love it.
Okay, speaking of strong, powerful, Hillel, what's one thing people don't know about you, but you actually wish they did?
I mean, sometimes I just like to be by myself, When I take some time away, just be isolated, silence, I like that stuff.
By yourself? Literally on our way up here, he was greeting someone, him dab up somebody. We're literally walking home, and Hillel stopped to talk to somebody else. Hillel was called by someone, and he's supposed to tell us that he's shy, he likes to be by himself.
Sometimes, I don't know, you just have to find a balance, I guess,
Okay, whatever you say. You heard it here first, folks. Hillel is shy. So when you see him by himself, please leave him alone. He's shy, guys. He's shy.
And feel free to talk to me, ask questions, but just give me some time sometimes,
Okay, speaking of things that people don't know about you, Hillel, what's your talent?
I mean, I can sing still, but that's just what I do.
You can sing. You can sing.
Do that stuff at home, in the shower.
Okay, Hillel. Well, guys, this is the first time, never seen before. You're going to hear Hillel sing. Sing for us, Hillel.
I think I'll leave the singing to Drake.
Hillel, sing for us, please.
I'll leave it to Drake. Hey.
Hillel?
I'll leave it to Drake.
He can't sing. Anyways, guys, moving on. So, Hillel, you've been head boy for a little while now, but I want you to go back to that very first week. What was something you experienced that you did not expect going into the role?
That first week was like a real learning curve because, I don't know, I was a new student, coming to a new environment pretty much. I'd only been here for a couple of months before I became head boy, and I didn't really know that many people, but as soon as I became head boy, it's like all eyes were on me, and I had a lot on my plate, a lot of new responsibilities, and it was interesting. It was cool. I got to learn a lot. I got to meet a lot of new people, and I really love the school, and I love what I do.
All right. Okay. Speaking of, you spoke to being new earlier. I mean, being head boy as a new student, I know that's like completely different, a whole different kettle of fish than being head boy as someone that has been at Hillel for a while. Did you have any doubters saying, why Hailey? Like, why Hailey? He went to Campion. Why is he the head boy? He doesn't know anything about Hillel.
I mean, of course, like, coming into a new environment, you never know what people will say about you. But I didn't take the time out to pay attention to any of that. I kind of just stayed focused on my schoolwork, on my responsibilities, my clubs. And I put my best effort out there, and it was recognized. And, well, I'm here now, so.
Well, you heard that, haters. He blocked you guys out. Okay. I know you've been in this leadership position for some time now, and as a leader myself, I know sometimes people are asking like so much from you to the point where you have to be looking in and it's like, I can't turn water into wine. What's like one of those problems? Can you tell us one of those problems that someone has come to you and you're like, I'm not a magician. Like, what do you expect me to do?
Students just come to me with the most ridiculous things sometimes, like, why would you come to me as a head boy, the enforcer of rules, to skip the line for you? I can't skip the line. I'm here to make sure the line isn't being skipped, So some silly stuff like that. I mean, it hasn't been anything too outrageous, but they just try to make fun out of it,
Guys, Hailey is head boy, host captain. He's the leader of assemblies, events, representing the school. Hailey is in everything. What's one moment that made you think, yeah, that's why I need to be in this position. That's why I need to be the head of everything. Like that. It was how do I put it? Your head boy defining moment.
I mean, of course, it takes a team, takes a village, always. So I appreciate the support from the head girl, prefect body, and anybody else that, is around me. But I must say, winning sports day was monumental. It was amazing. It was a great feeling because, me and my team, we were able to organize a team of students in various areas, people that previously doubted themselves, and we pushed them and we won and we raised that trophy into the air and we ran around and we did a little bit of boasting and gloating, but it was amazing. It was a great feeling.
One Carmel, guys, one Carmel. And as it speaks about doubters, I was one of those doubters, to be honest, because when we were in like house meetings, let me just tell you, I didn't really see much getting done, in my humble opinion. Like, I was like, how are we slacking off in house meetings and expecting to win sports day? But when Hailey locked in like a few days before and brought everybody together, I don't think anybody else could do that.
Man, I just have to see the potential in every student and, give them a chance to surprise themselves, because a lot of the people said that they weren't, used to this. They hadn't done these races before, but I saw it in them,
Well, hats off to you. Okay, and because you're pretty outgoing, well, now that we've learned you're shy and connected with students, what's been the funniest or most unexpected thing that's happened to you? Like, you have to be like, I know they're not serious right now.
I mean, it's always hilarious when I see a student out in public and they recognize me as Mr. Head Boy, sir, and
Wait,
they start.
You guys are actually going up to Hailey in public and calling him Mr. Head Boy?
Sometimes I get salutes, people they're just turning to my personal hype, man, when I see them. It's hilarious. I mean, I can't complain, but it's just interesting.
But isn't that embarrassing?
I don't find it embarrassing, I guess.
Okay, well, we're gonna be back. We're gonna take a short break, but stay tuned to hear so much more about Hailey, the do's, the don'ts, and everything in between. We'll be back, guys.
Nestled in the lush hills of Cherry Garden, Jamaica, Hillel Academy stands as a beacon of excellence in education. For almost 2 decades, we have been proud to offer this prestigious international program. It's an academic experience that prepares students for success on a global stage.
At Hillel Academy, we develop well-rounded learners. Our students are not only engaged in academics, they are all involved in the arts, in sports, in service learning, and in developing their leadership as global citizens.
So, join us at Hillel Academy, where excellence meets opportunity and the future is limitless.
Hillel Academy, Cherry Gardens, Jamaica. Inspiring minds, shaping futures. Visit our website to learn more.
Welcome back to the Aswani show. Now we're gonna move on to our game, but before we do that, I have one more question for Hillel that I didn't get to answer before we went to break. But one question, like, I see so many people always coming up to you, especially in public. Does it ever like get annoying? Like, for me personally, I can't deal with that. Like, if I'm at a party, I'm out shopping, I'm with my parents, and you're coming up to me to say Mr. Head Boy, doesn't it get annoying, like overwhelming at times?
I mean, I just find it entertaining, you know. I feel like every student has like their own personality. I've gotten to know them over time, and you know, I appreciate when they come and they talk to me and stuff, you know. I get to build a connection with them. They be texting me outside of school and calling me and asking me for advice and stuff like that.
What kind of advice?
I'm gonna leave their privacy over here.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into people's private life, but guys, leave Hillel alone. Stop going to him out in public, I beg. But anyways, we're going to move on from the questions and get into our game. And our first game for our first episode is, drum roll please, hot seat. Here's how it works. Hillel's in the hot seat for 60 seconds. I'll ask rapid fire questions. He has to answer immediately. No long pauses. No overthinking. Just answer. Okay?
Ready.
Are you ready? Production?
Ready.
Let me get the 60-second timer. Are you ready? And go. Favorite place to relax on campus?
The Ivy there.
Teachers who's the easiest to talk to?
Miss Watts.
Most underrated club at Hillel?
My club, Young Entrepreneur Society.
Subtle plug. Cafeteria item you always grab?
A rap.
Best spot for last minute study sessions?
Library.
One word to describe grade 12 life?
Hard.
One thing you wish students knew about your role?
Difficult.
Favorite Hillel tradition?
Sports day.
Most challenging part of being head boy?
Balancing school and responsibility. Okay. Awesome.
And that was 60 seconds, guys. Thank you for surviving the hot seat. Okay, Hillel, we're gonna thank you so much for joining us today, being our first ever guest on the Aswani show. But as you leave, I want you to leave anybody who would want to be head boy. I mean, you're the outgoing head boy right now. What word of advice would you give to them before taking up this mantle, before auditioning for such a heavy role?
All right, before you even audition or put yourself out there to become head boy, I want you to take a moment to consider the amount of responsibilities that it entails, and you're gonna have to balance social life, schoolwork, head boy responsibilities, and sometimes it gets difficult. But to the future head boy, I just want to remind you that your vision has to be in line with the school's vision, and anything that you do has to be within the best interest of the school, because that's what we're here to do. We just want to see the school become a better place and support students, support the teachers, and do the best we can as, you know, the beacon of the student body. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that insight, Hillel. We appreciate it. And we at the Aswani show want to say that we are so excited for everything that you're going to do, especially after your tenure as head boy. Well, that wraps up our very first episode of the Aswani show. I'm Aswani Harris. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more stories, more voices, and more moments that make Hillel Academy such a special place. See you next time.